Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to work on coloring a stamp set. This one is it's from CC Design and it's called Winter Cottage, and it is so stinking cute, and I plan on using these in my document December or December Daily. Let me tell you about the markers that I use for the Copic part of this. So the heart and the sky, I used C1, and then I used a B0000 around the edges just to kind of give it like the bluish tone. And then the cottage and this chimney, I use like the roof of it and everything. I use C3 and C5. And again, I use the B0000, B and 4 zeros, for the snow part of it. Then the wood part of the cottage, I use E31, E34, and E37. And the house part was R22 and R24. And the tree was YG23 and YG25. And then like the trunk of it, then I used one of the wood parts. I think it was like E34 or something like that. And then on the chimney and on the little pathway, I did use some of the other colors like C5 and R24 just to add little speckles, because I just thought it was really cute, and that's what they had on the picture, and I just kind of copied that. So I really like it when the stamp set comes and there's like an example, because the first time I color it, I like to do exactly what they did. And then if I do it again, then I can go beyond that. But the first time, I'm like, I gotta figure out what's what in the pictures. Like this is pretty simple. What's roof, what's this, and what's that. But I find with some of the stamp sets, if it's of a person, okay, what's arm, what's, socks, and all this stuff. And I just find when there's a picture already colored, it kind of helps. And then my brain can do, okay, let's go beyond that the next time I color it. Now, I hope that all of you had a wonderful, Christmas or holiday season. The new year is coming up, and I was supposed to go live today. And I think I mentioned that in the last live, but there is always, always someone that is sick in our family during Christmas. And this year it was Caitlin. She was so sick. So Christmas Day, she came over earlier than everybody else, and she went and slept. So we watched the baby and, got Christmas supper ready and all that stuff. And it took me like 3 days to get ready, to make all the little desserts. And you know what? They barely ate anything because everybody was exhausted. So now we got all this stuff. Well, at least I don't have to cook for the next few days, right? I am not sick, but I am exhausted. And Mason is here today, so I think we're just going to make it so that next week we'll finish the December daily and, start putting the pictures in the days. And I think from here till then, I'll try to print some pictures so that, as soon as we're ready to put pictures on the pages, I'll have them printed up. And I have been keeping up with taking pictures and everything. So that's pretty good. Probably from the 26th to the 31st, there's going to be less pictures. So some days I think I'll try to double up. So that means that I have to do less pages. And maybe remind me when we're doing the live to take out this book with all the stamp sets or the stamped images so that I can put them and use them in my December daily. I keep forgetting, so remind me when the next live to use, a few of those. I probably have like 10 images that I could use, maybe not 10, maybe 6 or 7 that I could use on those layouts. So let's talk about what I used for the Ohuhu. I used for the snow in the sky CG00 and MG MG020, and the MG020 is like almost like a blue. The chimney, I use CG020 and I use CG2. The dots, I use C65 and R3. The house, I use R19 and R20. The wood, I use E210 and E170. And the trees, I use GY1 and GY2. So, like I mentioned, for us, the day before Christmas, so New Year's Eve, or New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, there was snow off and on all day, and the roads were a little slick. And we've had quite a few major accidents just before Christmas where, people passed away and everything. So I was just like, you know what? You made it home from work. Just stay home. I'd rather everybody be safe and we can get together tomorrow. And because all this stuff, like it had stopped snowing, but then, it gets colder and then the roads were maybe going to be slicker. So it's like, you know what? Everybody just relax. And we ended up getting stuff ready till probably 8 or 9 o'clock. And then we just watched a little bit of TV. And then we went to bed because we had to get up. And the only thing that we had left to do the day of Christmas was actually the meal, which wasn't actually that bad because we got up. Actually, I had 2 pies to make and I did those the first thing. And then we, had to peel the potatoes. We made the dressing and we had the turkey in, and we have some people that don't like turkey and we have some people that don't like ham. So we have to do both. It's not as if we can choose. We have to do both. So we just cooked like a half a ham and then the whole turkey. And then, you have to make the gravy and all this stuff. And so it actually, by noon, we were all done getting ready. And then just at around supper time, you have to turn the potatoes on and all this stuff. So it was quite a relaxing day. And like I said, Katie and the baby got here at about 11. So that was fun. We spent the afternoon just hugging the baby and playing with the baby. So this little cottage came together really quickly, and I really enjoyed doing this, And then, if this is your first time here, I always take some distress glaze and put it over top, and then it kind of locks the colors in, because I've heard some people say that, the Copic alcohol, they're alcohol markers. So if you put them in a book like this, they'll leak or transfer over to the next page. So I don't want that. So I cover them with distress glaze. Then I have this dot journal that I basically started right from the beginning that I started doing this, but I stamp the image. I outline the image with a 1/8 of an inch washi tape. I make a box. I use a marker, a watercolor marker, and I outline every second line. And then I write down all the colors that I used for the project. And that's awesome. And I just wanted to show you, what I do as soon as I finish. First of all, I put everything away. And then while I'm sitting there, I decide on the next stamp set that I'm going to use. And I went ahead and I stamped it in the book. I usually don't stamp it in the book, but I'll stamp it on the cardstock. And then I'm ready to go when I sit down again. So that's it. That is going to complete this Color With Me session. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. If you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.